If you recall, at the beginning of these presentations, I mentioned that there were two types of legal resources: primary sources, which were the law itself, and secondary resources, which describe and analyze the law. Part 6 of the Introduction to Legal Research will cover secondary sources. When citing a law, a case, or other legal source with the intent of referencing it in a legal document, you need to do it in a particular format. The citation method and abbreviations are found in the Blue Book, the Uniform System of Citations. The library has a copy of this in the reference collection. Another type of legal secondary source is a law dictionary. This helps you define the terms used in court. For example, if somebody breaks into your house and steals something, instead of being robbed, you were burglarized. Sometimes a term has a unique meaning in court. For example, a holding is the court's decision on a case. Law dictionaries can also translate the Latin phrases used in the courts. Black's Law Dictionary is the most commonly used and the most well-known law dictionary. A current copy of this is also available in the reference collection. Legal encyclopedias have articles on topics and points of law. They provide references to laws, regulations, and cases. Because the encyclopedia articles are secondary sources written by editors, they cannot be used as an argument in court. However, they are very useful in that they reference numerous primary and secondary sources. Missouri Western has access to two legal encyclopedias. The first is Corpus Juris Secundum, often abbreviated CJS. While the library stopped updating the print in 2019, older volumes have been retained to illustrate how to use this source in paper. For current information, use Thomson Reuters Westlaw. CJS emphasizes case law in its references. The other legal encyclopedia we have access to is American Jurisprudence Second. It is available through Thomson Reuters Westlaw and Nexus Uni. It tends to provide more references to legal statutes. Another type of secondary source is a case digest. They list all the cases in a particular jurisdiction according to topic. Thomson Reuters Westlaw publishes all the digests. They use the West key numbering system to organize the topics. This is the same system used throughout Thomson Reuters Westlaw's print and online publications. If you are using the print, you probably would want to use one of the indexes. There is a table of cases, a word and phrases index, and an index of descriptive words. While Missouri Western received both the Supreme Court Digest and Missouri Digest in the past, they have not been updated for several years. They have been retained to be used as a teaching tool. Instead, for court cases by topic, use either Thomson Reuters Westlaw or Nexus Uni. Another type of secondary source we will cover is a law review article. These articles tend to be narrowly focused and written by legal professionals. While the major articles are written by lawyers, the editing of the journal is done by students, often the best in the law school. The students also write notes and comments found in the law reviews. The reason that law review articles are highly valued is because they provide a great number of references to both primary and secondary sources, including relevant cases. Practice materials will be the last type of secondary source we will cover. Practice materials are written by lawyers for lawyers. The Missouri practice is written specifically for lawyers practicing in Missouri and provides them with explanations of procedures, forms, checklists, as well as references to cases, statutes, and other legal materials. Often you will find several volumes related to one topic. While we stopped updating the Missouri practice in print several years ago, current information is available through Thomson Reuters Westlaw. As the print volumes have been retained only for instruction purposes, please use the Missouri practice online. Sometimes people hear that there are legal forms in the Missouri practice and they expect to find a fill in the blank. Instead, they will find that the Missouri practice explains what elements need to be included in the court filing and how the document should be constructed.